Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Crusader Kings 2, Game of Thrones Edition. I am Joeblivion, and we left off with Lord Paramount Lyman of the Westerlands, and as you probably have already noticed, there are some things that are not quite the same as last time. What essentially happened was a bug. A bug happened, a really bad bug. For some reason, every time I tried to resume Lord Paramount Lyman the Treacherous's save, essentially a month or two would pass before the game would inevitably crash to the desktop. This bug is not something new to me, and pretty much whenever that bug happens, I just kind of scrap the campaign and just start a new one, which I honestly thought was what I was going to have to do for Lord Paramount Lyman here, because I couldn't imagine any way of actually getting around that bug. Apparently, the bug was due to a specific event thanks to King Aegon here. Apparently, King Aegon was holding a feast that I had agreed to go to, and when the event for the feast finally initiated and all his guests showed up, every time the game would crash. Just something about that event. And this happened in every save. It happened to my main save, it happened to my backup save. Essentially, to get around that, what I had to do was go back to an older autosave before I agreed to do King Aegon's little feast thing, and essentially decline it. So I think I got a little negativity there, but that's really not the biggest problem. The biggest problem is that there are a lot of things that didn't occur that happened in the last episode. So, for example, if you look here, Lord Gawain is not in my prison. He's not in my jail or anything. He's still ruling. He's still ruling in Fair Isle, plotting to kill me. So I might actually have to either tell him to knock off these shenanigans, or just arrest him again, if not just to prevent him from plotting to kill me. And isn't he? Well, last time he was part of a faction. He isn't this time. I think in the last episode I had two daughters, Lady Laurel and someone else, but this time I don't have two daughters. I have a daughter and a son now, named Lan. I don't know, Lan Lannister, probably not the most creative name for a Lannister, but it was the name of the very first guy who took Casterly Rock from House Casterly, so I thought, hey, this would be a good way to honor the Lannister dynasty by using that name. I don't know, just a personal preference of mine. I don't know if there's anything else that was really that dramatic of a change. I'm sure we'll find out as we go on. Oh yeah, Lady Marla is still my lover here, so yeah, I'm gonna do what I did last time, and I'm just gonna spend time with my wife instead. Yeah, I'm actually gonna break up with Marla. And since we're going to do that, I might as well just change my focus as well, because if I'm just going to keep my wife as my only lover, then that would make the most sense. Well, now I have even more questions. What's going to be our new focus? Because I imagine going back to Intrigue to get the Spy Master trait. At age 54, your mother, Cheryl Crakehall, died taking a doo-doo. So, okay. Uh-oh. We've arrived in King's Landing, where King Aegon has greeted us warmly. No. No, I shouldn't be. Because I disagreed. I said no. I said no to this trait. Are you going to crash my game again? I think King Aegon's going to crash my game again. I think King Aegon has decided to get his ultimate revenge on Lord Paramount Lyman by making the game unplayable. I might have to do something drastic, because if this feast thing is gonna happen, whether or not I agree to go, and it's gonna crash my game anyways, then there's really only one way forward. I will have to kill King Aegon, not through conventional means. I'll probably have to do it through console, which I hate doing. I really do feel like I'm cheating, but I really do. I mean, is it really cheating? Because, I mean, he's kind of cheating in that he's forcing me to go through an event that he knows is going to crash my game. I can't even get out of it, so it's kind of like I'm being cheated here. If you crash my game, I am going to kill you. King Aegon's feast is over, and it's time to begin the long way home. After the food, the entertainment, and the warmth, and the real world suddenly feels cold and hostile. Well, let's not lower our guard yet. We might not be out of the blue. If the year can tick down to the next autosave, then I think I'll have been successful in circumventing that bug, and we'll have to keep our eyes out for that in the future. It could very well still crash later on. Okay, so we got a new law. Yes, making the nobles pay more in taxes. Awesome. I'm going to go back to intrigue. Oh yeah, I'm going to go back to intrigue. I am going to pay you back, Aegon. I was going to leave you alone. I was going to let you be, but you messed with the lion. You provoked the lion, so now I am back. I am back to punish you, King Aegon. Notice here, Oris Baratheon is actually dead. Died in the dungeons of Khal Drogo of Harrow. Okay. Unfortunate. I kind of wished it was the other Targaryens. Demand independence. Probably a bit too soon for that. Hold attorney. No. Send for a maester. No. Definitely not going to host my own feast because that's just dangerous. Kill Lord Paramount Lyman. Right. We've got to handle this. We've got to take care of this. I can't actually imprison Barina because I would be considered a tyrant for doing that, but I can imprison this fool. I don't think I need to worry because I've got a lot of lieges on my side, so I shouldn't have a problem. He might revolt. He might try to fight. Ah, no, he didn't. He was easily captured. Yep, he's going to complain about his cell. We'll let him rot. Rot away, Lord Gawain, rot away. And, we're just going to have him stay in there. Honored Lord Paramount, your legalistic nonsense will not be enough to manipulate me into picking up your banner. I will not pledge unquestioning support to your schemes. Then you will be crushed, Lord Balman, and House Cave will cease to... Is that a bat? His house is called House Cave, and his sigil is a golden bat. That is awesome. The name is kind of stupid, but that sigil is pretty cool. 3 grown-up drag... Oh, so there's only 5. There's 5, 2 babies, Sapphirex. That's cool. Cool name. And a beautiful... This dragon is one of the most splendid ever seen upon the earth. I didn't know that. I didn't know dragons could be beautiful. Obedient. Okay, and it seems Prince Maelor is a possessed lunatic. Right. If you've ever played as a Targaryens, you get the little Targaryen coin flip event, and it can be really good, and it can be kind of bad. Okay, so my positions look good. My minor titles are all doled out, right? My council's full. Got a lot of liege loyalists. I like that. I get the chance to make up something about the liege. In all honesty, I don't know if this is really going to help. 7% chance to... I mean, it's only 7. That's a 93% chance. Oh, shit, though. If it goes wrong, he can imprison us. Okay, let's not spy on him. Immediately backing out of that plan. Maybe I could spy on his wife, Rhaenys. And my wife Della is pregnant with our second child, I believe. No geniuses yet, but we just have to persevere. We have to push on. And it seems there's some kind of disease going around King's Landing. Oh, the Grey Plague. I think my goal will be to build refuges in every territory that belongs to a Lannister. Because that's really, what would you call that? It's a form of selfishness to want to build refuges in only areas where my family is present. But, I mean, if you look at how the AI handles their own territories, they don't build refuges for anything or anybody. It's just nope. I guess they just believe that when diseases come, they're just going to cull everybody, and that's just the way things should be. Oh, awesome. Awesome. This is sweet. If you hear some noise in the background, that would be the dogs barking. It's raining outside, so we can't really put them outside. But awesome here is we've got, well, the one event that I was really hoping that we would inevitably get. Even the mightiest army can be defeated by a single man. Cut off the head and the body falls. I am Lyman, master of shadows. I shall rule from the shadows, and I will get master schemer. This character leads a life of intrigue and manipulation. This is a fantastic trait when it comes to spying, when it comes to plotting. I think I've mentioned in previous episodes, it does some unique thing where it combines schemer levels against your targets. So if you have, for example, Schemer down here is an experienced schemer, plotter, and shadowy puppet master. This really helps with plots. I think it helps with plots. Yeah, it helps with plots, and I think it helps with the spy on action. But Master Schemer would also make this option a lot more effective. The other option we have is I shall strike terror into the hearts of my foes. I think somebody mentioned in a previous episode in the comments about Lord Paramount Lyman impaling people and flaying them. And I thought, yeah, that'd be really, really funny. But now I see this is a hard choice because Torturer and Master Schemer. Master Schemer will be excellent for plotting against the Targaryens, but Torturer would just be hilarious. This depraved character likes to spend the nights in the dungeon, inventing new ways of torturing unfortunate victims. Intrigue +2, learning +1, God of Harmony opinion -10, fear +20. Well, I mean, Lord Paramount Lyman's not exactly the most feared character. Fear is a great new mechanic that they recently got incorporated. I don't know how recently it got incorporated, but it essentially makes it so that local revolt risk goes down. It makes people less likely to conspire against you, makes people less likely to plot against you, less likely to rebel. And yet, I won't let the shadows define me. No. The shadows will define Lord Paramount Lyman. He is the elusive shadow. I think it only makes sense that he rules from the shadows. Maybe I'll get a lunatic character where I can actually become a torturer. Maybe I'll do that. Lord Paramount Lyman is the Shadow. He might even get a new nickname instead of that silly nickname, the Treacherous. So let's see. Oh, awesome. Lord Paramount Lyman the Whisperer. That's his nickname now. Lord Paramount Lyman the Whisperer fulfilled the ambition to adopt a lifestyle, and I think that gave me some prestige. I'm not really entirely sure. So I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but for the ambitions, depending on what you pick, how do I say this? The game kind of molds itself to whatever it is you're trying to do. So, for example, if you pick have 5 children, it actually gives you a secret fertility bonus. If you wanted to befriend the king, I'm sure you'll get events that are dedicated towards potential chances of befriending the king. Same thing for obtain a Valyrian steel. I think right now, having as many kids as possible would be the best thing we can do. Oh yeah, the Master Schemer. Gonna unpause it. Hopefully it doesn't crash. I would be very, very upset if it did. Okay, now we need to see. We're gonna go back. Kill Lord Lan of the Westerlands, you bitch. Hell no. Where are you at? Where are you? Secluded with Prince Lancelin of the Rock. She's in King's Landing. Well, she does have the Great Plague, so there's probably a pretty good chance that she might be killed from it. Oh, you look at that, -7 health. That's a really, really bad situation to be in. A message about a Scion Guardian has been received from Aegon Targaryen to the chivalrous Lord Paramount Lyman. We already know that what he's about to say is bullshit because Lord Paramount Lyman is not chivalrous. Blessings upon you and your house. I propose that King Aegon Targaryen become the guardian and mentor of Lady Laurel Lannister. I assure you that she will learn much being raised by a man of Valyrian descent. Why would I... I mean, you've got some really great traits, but in all honesty, I'm kind of concerned. Because I have the feeling that King Aegon is planning to do something. He's raising Baron Cave as well. I mean, there's a chance Lady Laurel could get some really good traits, but I mean, if King Aegon decides to screw me, he could pick some really bad traits for her. Or King Aegon will just behead her. I guess we'll find out. It's okay. I still have good old Lan. I said land in hiding. No, there's no need for that. Why would I need to do that? Oh yes, back to plots. So, oh well, I see now why I had that option. Because this stupid woman is attempting to kill my son. This is a good event, but I want to get through the rest of these plots because I keep getting distracted. Yeah, there's not a whole lot here. By Septon Casper of Fair Isles loyalty. What is my brother up to? What is he up to with this? Septon Casper is on the council of Lord Gawain of Fair Isle, and Prince Chiswick has decided to try and buy their loyalty. If successful, they'll be able to assign them missions through the personal interaction menu. Really? That's a thing? Holy crap, I need to look into that. I have learned from my little birds that Rhaenys plans to travel the realm incognito for a lark, mingling with the common folk. She will only be protected by 2 loyal friends during this little adventure. A great opportunity to have her abducted if I so wished. King Aegon already knows that I tried to kill his one sister Visenya, so maybe he'll be like, yeah, whatever. This is, it's just Lord Paramount Lyman. That's just what he does. He conspires to kill your siblings. This isn't the first time. You know what? This is a chance to take out Queen Rhaenys. I'm going to try it. Cross your fingers, guys. Hopefully we can bring Rhaenys alive and dispose of her. Awesome. You see, this is why you get the Master Schemer trait. My hired thugs managed to waylay Rhaenys and brought her to me in a sack. Awesome. It's unfortunate that we couldn't do that when she was younger, because then I think I could have force married her to somebody. I don't even know who I would even do that to. But does he know that we kidnapped her? No, he shouldn't know. I can sell her into slavery? Right. I don't suggest this because every time I've done this, I have always been caught. So it's really not worth it. We're not going to visit her chambers. We're most definitely not going to do that. I'm not going to humiliate her because it releases her after she gets humiliated. So I guess we're not going to throw her in the oubliette. It almost seems... what? Have Queen Rhaenys Targaryen executed would make me tyrannical. Why? I am going to spy on Visenya now. How old is Paramount Lyman? He's 32. Wow, he's actually surprisingly young for everything he's accomplished. He is surprisingly young. I really want to put her in here. I want to put her in here because she's got chest pains, which is -2 health, plus the -2 health from being in the oubliette. I guess cruel is not the worst trait we could get for Lord Paramount Lyman, so I think I'm going to just toss her in there. Awesome. Representatives of she wants to buy her way out. Nope. You're staying here, and you are going to die in my dungeons, as you should, you foreign invader. I think I'm going to go Marshal. Yeah, I mean, I could imagine her actually being pretty useful, being like this female commander knight character. A message about arranged betrothal has been received from the bastard traitor Edmund Gardner. To the clever Lord Paramount Lyman, we propose that Garland Gardner and Lady Laurel of the Westerlands should get betrothed. Why would I do that? Ally myself with you, you treacherous snake. He's also an elusive shadow, but he's not a master schemer, so Paramount Lyman definitely has him beat in that regard. You know what? I might actually start spying on him next after Visenya. We're not going to agree to this betrothal because I'm not going to have House Lannister mingle with the Gardeners, who essentially surrendered and collaborated with Aegon the Conqueror. Excellent, so we've got Rhaenys. She's in the dungeon, she will die, and then the dragon will fly off and go crazy. So that's good. My snoops overheard Visenya Targaryen as she told shocking lies about her rightful liege. How should I use this information? I will inform her liege. Holy cow, what happened? Apparently she got into a battle or something and lost a hand. Yeah, severely injured. Well, it says severely injured. Is that considered the same as a grievous injury? I don't know. I have no idea. But normally when I see this little hourglass here, that generally means to me that this person is, well, they're in some shit. Like, there's a good chance they could die from that. King Aegon of the Iron Throne was grateful and upset about the evidence I provided against Visenya Targaryen. She has been publicly denounced and humiliated. Okay, well, she hates me, of course, because I tried to kill her. King Aegon, put my kin in the oubliette. Oh. it seems King Aegon has somehow become aware that Rhaenys is in is in Lord Paramount Lyman's dungeon. I wonder if King Aegon's going to make any demands for me to release her. He could do that. Jesus, Grey Plague is all over. Oops, wrong button. Epidemics. Oh, uh-oh. So the Grey Plague is spreading, well, quite a distance along the east coast. I mean, it's almost into the Vale now. It's gone into the Stormlands. We even have our own little outbreak of winter fever over here on the border of the Reach, which could crawl its way to Casterly Rock. In fact, it most likely will. Oh, freaking sweet. He's not a genius, but he has a sweet name. Tywin. I will definitely take that. I'm going to put you on Thrift. Awesome. Now we have 3 kids. Unfortunately, winter fever is encroaching. It is encroaching, and we don't even have the refuge built yet. Sir Daemon Morgan has been an able servant. That I agree, and I will pay him. Although that is kind of a lot of money to give him. But I want my spy master to be... Wait, what? Removing Sir Daemon Morgan from the council has angered those in your court who supported his membership. I don't care what they think. What just happened? Shit, I think someone might have used a favor to remove Lord Morgan from my employ. That's not good, especially because I just gave him 60 gold. So whoever did that really screwed me there. Delete all this. We're going to do search all. We're going to go to join court, yes, and we're going to find someone who's got a... I don't think females can be spy masters, but you know what? Let's go ahead and invite her anyways. Then we can invite Dordan. I just want to get a bunch of good spy masters in here. Nella, sure, you can join. I mean, this might be kind of dangerous, inviting all these people to my court. But yeah, I might have more than one court. I don't know. Now it is asking me about Sarah Hill, who I guess is in my court. Well, she's a tall one. We'll just make her train in martial. Who is she related to? Allery? Who the hell is Allery? I don't know. I don't know who this person is. No, you're not going to get any gold from me. Holy crap. My lord, his grace king, Aegon has taken his last breath. May he repose in peace. Now his heir, Prince Aerion Targaryen, will take the throne and will rule the 7 kingdoms henceforth. How did he die? He died a natural death. Holy crap, that's awesome. Holy cow, this is big. This is big news. Like, this is going to send ripples throughout Westeros here. The Dragon King, the Conqueror, is gone. And his dull, drunk, lazy son is now the king of the Iron Throne, who is married to my sister. What happened to, my wife doesn't quite like me as much as she should. I'm just going to throw some money at her. Money always solves problems like this. All hail his grace Aerion of the House Targaryen, the first of his name, king of the Andals and the Rhoynar and the first men, lord of the 7 kingdoms and protector of the realm. Curse his name. He is a Targaryen. Curse him. So, important. How badly does this affect the Crown Loyalist factions here? I think they're dropping in... strength. To the right, Lord Paramount Lyman. Apparently, Lord Paramount Lawrence of the North is reaching out to me for council support. And he'll owe me a favor, which I will accept. Spend a favor to force Lord Paramount Lyman to join your factions. I really need to find the key that allows me to see everyone that owes me a faction, or doesn't owe me a faction, no one owes me a faction. Whoever owes me a favor, if I can get all these people, I mean, I could easily just use favors on all the Lord Paramounts, have them join my Independence faction, and then march on Prince Aerion. He's got 91,000 men. I've got 28,000. Lord Paramount Edmund of the Reach is trying to hold the crown together. Lord Paramount Edmund of the Reach, opinion of liege. He thinks his liege is a tyrant. Apparently, I also think my liege is a tyrant. Can I execute her now? No. Can I plot to kill her? No. I do want to see where is Balerion? Should I go and try to tame it? Nah, I don't think that'd be that. Nah, that wouldn't work. Actually, you know what? Because he's already friends with King Arion, Arion might be able to actually tame Balerion the Black Dread. There is a weird kind of inheritance of dragons that happen between parents and their children. I found this out because I was playing as a faction that I wasn't playing as a Targaryen because that's blasphemous. I wouldn't do that. I think I was playing as where was it? Illyria, this little island down here. They have all the Valyrian religion and culture and stuff, and when you have all that stuff, it stacks your dragon taming chance. So we were able to get dragons from I think Daenerys Targaryen and conquer everything. I've learned from my little birds today that Visenya plans to travel the realm incognito for a lark, mingling with the common folk. She will only be protected by 2 loyal friends during this little adventure, a great opportunity to have her abducted if I so wish. What an awesome episode would this be if Lord Paramount Lyman got Master Schemer and a sweet-ass nickname, was able to plot and kidnap Queen Rhaenys, was able to plot and kidnap Dowager Queen Visenya, and King Aegon died from a natural death. That's so much win. That's like the head of the Targaryen dragon is gone. Hell yeah, we're gonna try. Is she the mother of? Oh crap! The thugs I hired failed to capture Visenya, though apparently they slew a guard and a servant in the attempt. Morons, you can't find good help these days. Shit, she probably knows I tried to murder her again. Oh, son of a... He rides Balerion now. Great. This dull drunk was able to convince Balerion to let him be his dragon. Okay. Prince Arion is going to be a problem. King Arion is going to be a problem. Right, so... nope, not going to plot to kill my sister. The plots to kill him, not that great. Plots to kill his children could potentially be really good. And that might be how we have to end him. Oh, at age 25, you're oh, okay. So I actually did look up the word, this word right here, because I have no clue how to pronounce this word, but I looked it up on the internet, and apparently you pronounce it as if the T were a CH. So a courtier. Yeah. So your courtier, Prince Sirion, isn't he my brother? Yeah, he died from drinking too much. Yeah, of course he did. Well, he was a drunk. He knew what he was getting into. He died really young, though, age 25. And he leaves Alaric and Alec Lannister. Well, sucks for them. Has Chiswick had any kids yet? Damn it, my brother, he needs to start making babies. I don't want Tendring to revert to the crown. I have noticed Marshal Lord Mellowin's hard work. Let's have him recruit more soldiers. He's doing good for a crazy guy with gonorrhea. Alright, I wonder if I can switch my Spymaster back to... Oh, no, Daemon... No, my old Spymaster is gone. What is this? Peasant Revolt of Acorn Grove? Oh, okay. Well, I'm not worried about all that. Graydon has accepted the peace office. What are these raiders doing just sitting on top of Casterly Rock? No. You guys go away. Oh, guys. Oh, guys. Our moment is here. Our moment is here. We weren't able to kidnap Queen Visenya, but the tides of fate have shifted, and now we stand upon the precipice. With the death of King Aegon, the Paramounts have all... his Crown Loyalist faction has dropped considerably. And now, if you look at, well, my faction, members seek complete independence, I am now filled to the brim with other Lord Paramounts. We have the Reach, we have Dorne, we have the Vale, and we have the Trident. We could demand independence right now. We could demand independence if King Arion... Now, he does have 96,000 troops, but that's because it takes into account all the different regions. But if we demanded independence now, and he says no, the Westerlands, the Reach, Dorne, the Vale, and the Trident will all march on King's Landing. Even with dragons, I think we have a very, very good chance of defeating him. So, before I send that ultimatum, because I'm definitely going to do that this episode, and we're gonna see how the war, because I'm sure he's not going, if he agrees, then we get legal independence. Like, we're back to being a king. And then who knows, maybe Lord Paramount Lyman goes nuts and wants to start conquering Westeros and creates the Kingdom of the Rock, and from the Wall to Dorne, everyone bends the knee to Casterly Rock or whatever. So that's always a possibility. But there's something I was going to do before that. All right, I'm going to stop spying on Visenya. I'm going to stop plotting on killing this kid, because he's not really that important. And I'm going to spy on Aerion, and I'm going to plot to kidnap him. I'm going to plot to kidnap him, because that might come very much in handy with the future wars to come. I'm going to demand independence now. Present an ultimatum to King Aerion of the Iron Throne, demanding independence for you and the other members of the Independence faction. If he refuses to comply, the factions will rise in revolt. And as I already said, we've got the Trident, the Vale, Dorne, and the Reach all backing us, right? So me, Reach, Trident, Vale, Dorne. The Stormlands would be loyal, the Iron Islands would be loyal, and the North would be loyal, but that's not nearly enough to stop us all. Without further ado, demand independence. We're gonna have to wait a little bit. We're gonna have to wait a little bit before we get our response. We'll see what. Okay. I looked at it briefly, but let's get this out of the way first. Education for Terrence Hill. I don't know who this is, so no education for you, because you're a loser. Your shameful attempt at blackmail has not succeeded. No matter how many corrupted souls you've enticed to help carry out your plan, I will not give in without a fight. I'd rather die defending what is rightfully mine. Signed, King Aerion of the Iron Throne. War it is. Okay, Lord Paramount Lyman the Whisperer has declared Westerlander League independence war on King Aerion of the Iron Throne. Lord Paramount Lyman, I regret to inform you that I have decided to remove you from position of the council. Well, duh. Of course you're going to do that. Okay, it is now war with the Iron Throne. We've got the Westerlands, the Reach, Dalston Keep, Kingswood, Corrin of the Dorne, Osney of Stokeworth, Paramount Ronald of the Vale, and Paramount Pyrwin of the Trident. I'm not really sure what happened with Lord Paramount Edmund. He seemed to be, actually it was his father who bent the knee immediately to King Aegon and then sided with him in conquering the rest of Westeros. And now his son, Lord Paramount Edmund, who had been a loyal, staunch supporter of King Aegon for a while now, all of a sudden, when his son takes the throne, he flips and decides, no, I'm not going to support the Targaryens anymore. That doesn't mean that I'm going to forget the transgressions of House Gardner. But it is fortunate for us now, because we have, I have 26,000 men. Paramount Edmund has 36, let's say 37,000. Dorne has 14,000, really not that many. The Trident has 15,000, and the Vale has 21,000. Altogether, King Aerion, is he by himself? He's defending by himself, isn't he? Yes, it's just him. He might get more allies later on, but right now, as it stands, we are a league marching on King's Landing, demanding independence, because I guess the majority of the Paramounts aren't satisfied with having to have a drunken, greedy, just lazy, deceitful dragon rider who is dull and attractive. Apparently, that's not going to cut it anymore. And he only has 15,000 men, so that's nothing. And I really don't see him being able to wipe us out, because I think at the most right now, he rides Balerion, his aunt Visenya rides Vhagar, is it? Vhagar, yes, rides Vhagar. Rhaenys is in our dungeon, so we should probably kill her. We just kill her right now. because she is an enemy of our League of Independence. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to execute her, and I'm going to do what is the most fitting form of execution, and I'm going to feed her to the lions, because this is the Golden Lion campaign. We will let the Targaryens hear our roars. Awesome. So Queen Rhaenys is gone, eaten by lions. The dragon flies off, so now there's only 2 dragon riders that we really need to be worried about. It is time. Lord Paramount Lyman somehow maneuvered in the shadows of the Iron Throne and was able to bring down the Targaryen dynasty. In theory, if we're able to win this war, then we can say that Lord Paramount Lyman the Whisperer actually did take down the Targaryen dynasty. If we can win this war, we'll be independent, and then after that, we can maneuver the other regions into an alliance so that we can take the title of the Iron Throne. Yes, 7 Kingdoms of the Iron Throne. And once we take it, we can then use our prestige to essentially destroy the title. And we need to do that because as long as the Westeros title of the 7 Kingdoms exists, the AI, regardless of which region they're from, are going to try to get that title and establish dominance over the continent. And it allows them to establish dominance because it gives them a de jure claim on every territory, every kingdom, every region on the continent. So we need to get rid of that title, and then once that's done, essentially we'll roll back to Westeros pre-Aegon and the Conquest, and then from there we can take the Kingdom of the Rock and we can march on and conquer all the other kingdoms and create a new Westeros, a Westeros that bends the knee to Casterly Rock and House Lannister. Very ambitious plans. I'm very, very satisfied that things panned out the way that they did this time around, and I look forward to everything that takes place in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Crusader Kings 2 Game of Thrones Edition. I've been Joeblivion, and until next time, see you guys later.